Chapter 8, Part 2. So how many times does 16 go into 6,000? 6,000 divided by 16 equals how many cups I need to sell, equals 375. I need to sell 375 cups of lemonade. I am doomed. Jessie wasn't a quitter. On good days, Jessie's mom called her persistent. On bad days, she told her she just didn't know when enough was enough. Jessie reached for 10 bright ideas to light up your sails. It was on her bedside table, right next to Charlotte's Web. Jessie's hand hovered. She looked longingly at Wilbur and Fern watching Charlotte hanging by a thread. But this was war, and she couldn't stop to read for fun. She grabbed the booklet and opened it to bright idea number 6. An hour later, she had a new scrap of paper stashed in her lockbox and a whole new page of calculations on her desk. It might work. It could work. But she and Megan would have to risk everything they had earned over the past 3 days. And Jessie would have to be braver than she had ever been in her entire life. Jessie carried the lockbox and calculations downstairs. She went into the kitchen and pulled down the school directory, scanning the names of all the third-grade girls from last year. She knew them all, from Evan, from recess, from lunchroom. She knew who they were, knew their faces, which ones were nice, which ones were not so nice. But she really didn't know any of them. Not enough to call them up. Not enough to say, want to do something today? Not enough to say, would you like to have a lemonade stand with me? These girls were going to be her classmates. Jessie felt her face grow hot and her upper lip start to sweat. What was it going to feel like to walk into that classroom on the first day of school with all those eyes staring at her? Would they stare? Would they tease? Would they ignore her, even if she said hi? Jessie looked at the names, then slammed the directory shut. She couldn't do it. She wasn't brave enough. Evan walked into the kitchen and grabbed an apple from the bowl. A cloud of fruit flies rose up in the air and settled again. Evan inspected the apple, then bit into it without washing it first. Jessie wanted to say something but held her tongue. She looked at him and thought, it is never going to feel normal not talking to Evan. Hey, she said. Evan raised his apple to her, his mouth too stuffed to talk. So, is Paul coming over today? She asked. Evan shook his head, munching noisily. Well, is anyone coming over? Jessie was curious to see what the enemy was up to today. Yesterday, Evan's smile had told her plenty. He had sold a lot of lemonade. A lot. But what was he going to do today? Evan shrugged his shoulders. He swallowed so hard it looked like he was choking down an ocean liner. But you are setting up a stand, right? Asked Jessie. Nah, I'm good, said Evan, looking closely at his apple. I'm just going to take it easy today. He took another enormous bite and walked out of the kitchen and down the basement stairs. Take it easy? How could he take it easy? You didn't take it easy when you were in the middle of a war. Unless he had already won the war. Could that be possible? It was impossible. There was no way Evan had earned $100 in just 3 days of selling lemonade. No way. Jessie's mind skittered like one of those long-legged birds on the beach. Had he? Could he? Were her calculations wrong? Was there some other way? Had she overlooked some detail, some trick? Was she missing something? Jessie flipped open the school directory. Maybe he had $100. Maybe he didn't. She couldn't take the chance. She started putting pencil check marks next to the names of girls she thought might work out. She had gone over the list twice when the doorbell rang. It was Megan. I've got a new idea, said Jessie. Oh, not more lemonade, said Megan, sinking into the couch in the family room. I'm tired of selling lemonade, and it's just too hot. I practically had sunstroke yesterday painting all those faces. We're done with that, said Jessie. No more extra services. Doesn't pay off. But here's an idea. Forget lemonade. Let's go to the 7-Eleven, said Megan. Is Evan home? We could all go together. No, he's not home, said Jessie, eyeing the door to the basement.